Welcome to the In a Pickle online training tutorials. In this video, you will learn some of the additional features found under the Parties tab located from your back office homepage. So let's click on this tab and jump down to Party Product Activity. This is a very valuable tool that you can use that I think that once you realize what you can do, you'll enjoy learning some different statistics about your sales. So the first thing I want to point out is you can actually sort reports based on different variables. Like, let's just say, for instance, you want to know how many pickles you sold in a specific month. You could select the quantity sold, come over, and if you wanted to find for March of 2014, you can click on quantity sold. You see your date here that you can actually change, go forward or backwards, and then you can click on the generate button, and what it will do is it'll actually provide all of the information, all of the detail down in this area. But because this is a test user account, there isn't any information. But it's just important to point out that you can put in, or you can see how much you've sold, you can see the total number of parties you did, the average number of people that attended a party, the orders that were placed per party. You can see what the average sale was at each one of your parties or events. So if you'd really like to get down to the nitty-gritty and see what you're doing at your parties, this is really a fabulous tool to do that. Okay, the next thing I want to point out is the Host Manager button. This is a very valuable tool when it comes to managing your party hosts. You can actually set up a new party from this field. You can create a new hostess, but probably where you'll use this field the very most is the edit feature. On occasion you may have to edit or update some information on your hostess, and this is the field that you would do that from. You can also see her guest list, and this is also a great tool where you can see her party history. So if you have a hostess that's actually done several parties for you, you can go ahead and pull that information up. Again, this is a test account, so there isn't any information, but this you'll find will be a very valuable tool once you start hosting events and parties. The next thing that we'd like to talk about is guest activity. On this tab, this will allow you to view all of your party hosts and their registered guests. It will tell you if a guest has made any purchases. There will be a plus sign that will appear next to their name in the report. You can actually click on it to view their purchase history, and there's also corresponding order numbers for each product that will be displayed in the far right hand column over here next to the guest purchase history. You can click on the link to display and print a receipt of their order. This is very important because if a customer contacts you and needs a receipt, this is where you could go in and actually retrieve that receipt and email it to them. If a guest has purchased a particular item several times, a plus sign will also appear next to the order number. You can click on that and it will display a list of all the orders placed by this particular guest that include a product or the item. And it's also important to notice that you may set up a new party for a host or hostess by clicking on the Setup Party link that appears to the right of their row. So there's actually a lot of different things that you can do on this guest activity report. So I hope that once you start doing parties and receiving orders that you will go in and actually play with this opportunity or this report in your back office so you can see all the great features that it does offer. Next, we're going to go up to sales tax rates. This is a very valuable tool because when we go to do home parties or events, we want to make sure that we're charging people the correct sales tax. So what you would do is you would select a state. I'm just going to go down here to Utah where I'm from. I'm going to type in my city, Riverton, and my zip code, and then I can click on the Find button, and what it does is it goes out and searches a database, and it will tell you exactly what the tax rate is. So I know that when I go do a home party in Riverton, Utah, that the tax rate is 6.85%. It's important that you make sure and reference this before you actually go to an event, so you make sure that when you're writing up the customer's invoice that you're charging the correct amount. That's the end of our additional tabs under parties. I hope the information is informative and that you'll join us for our next video.